Why does everyone hate Nietzsche? I mean, really, what did this guy do to deserve it? He was a philosopher, a thinker, and, let's be honest, a bit of a troublemaker. But for all the genius in his words, Nietzsche has somehow ended up on the wrong side of history for many. In this video, we'll uncover the truth behind the hatred and see why some people just can't stand his ideas. Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the world of Nietzsche, his philosophy, his critics, and why some people simply can't handle his truth. 1. Nietzsche's challenge to tradition. Nietzsche came at a time when Europe was deeply rooted in tradition. Christianity, moral values, and societal norms. These were the rules everyone followed. But Nietzsche, he hated rules. He wasn't about playing nice. He tore through the moral fabric of society with one simple idea: God is dead. Now, that's a shocking statement. It's not just about the decline of religion, it's about the collapse of old certainties. Nietzsche believed that with the death of God, humanity was left without a map. People no longer had moral absolutes to follow. This left a void, and Nietzsche said, if you want meaning, create it yourself. But be warned, it won't be easy. People didn't like this idea. They liked their maps. They liked knowing where they were going. Nietzsche told them to throw the map away and forge their own path. And that's where the hate started. 2. The will to power. But Nietzsche didn't stop there. He introduced the idea of the will to power. What does that mean? Well, Nietzsche believed that life isn't about being comfortable. It's about overcoming obstacles. It's about growth, struggle, and pushing yourself beyond limits. In other words, if you want to be great, you have to will yourself to greatness. Now, here's the kicker. Nietzsche wasn't talking about power in the traditional sense, like political power or wealth. He was talking about personal power, the power to become who you truly are. It's a form of self-mastery, not control over others. But people weren't ready to hear that. The idea of strength and self-reliance rattled their cages. They were used to the comforting idea of a higher authority telling them what to do. And that's exactly why Nietzsche's philosophy feels so alien to many. It forces you to face your own weaknesses, to take responsibility for your own life. No excuses, no easy way out. And for a lot of people, that's scary. That's why they hated him. 3. The Übermensch. Enter the Übermensch, the superhuman. Now, before you imagine some superhero in tights, let me explain. The Übermensch isn't a literal superhuman. It's a symbol. Nietzsche believed that human beings are capable of far more than they think, but most are too afraid to realize their potential. The Übermensch is someone who has transcended societal expectations, someone who creates their own values instead of following the crowd. And this is where things get tricky. Nietzsche wasn't asking for more power over others, but for power over the self. He wanted you to rise above mediocrity and become the best version of yourself. But that's hard, right? It's so much easier to follow the rules, to be one of the crowd. And when Nietzsche said, become who you are, he was challenging people to take the hardest path of all, the path of self-overcoming. And for many, that's just too much, so they hated him. 4. Nietzsche's fearless truth. And here's the thing. Nietzsche wasn't just criticizing society. He was offering a brutal truth, that we are responsible for our own lives. We have the power, but with that power comes a heavy burden. Nietzsche didn't sugarcoat reality. He was brutally honest, sometimes to the point of discomfort. Nietzsche didn't just want you to challenge the world. He wanted you to challenge yourself, to confront your own demons, to look inside and ask, what am I really capable of? That's scary. It's easier to follow the rules, to live in a world where someone else has all the answers. But Nietzsche said, no. If you want to live truly, you have to face the chaos of existence on your own terms. And that's why so many hated him, because he stripped away all the comforting illusions. He demanded that we face the truth about ourselves and our world, and that truth can be terrifying. Nietzsche challenged everything we thought we knew about morality, power, and existence. He didn't offer easy answers. He offered something much harder, the chance to become something greater, and for that, we may never forgive him. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you agree with Nietzsche, or do you think his ideas are too much to handle? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this journey with someone who needs to hear Nietzsche's challenge. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't just live, become who you are.